We are finally live, and I am late. This is not good. I'll test the audio first, just a minute. And I need to change the system. I don't know what. I don't know what it's exactly called. Yeah, whatever output input thing. Input will be actually here. Black hole to ch. Let me see if I can hear myself. Hello. Hey, I don't think I can hear myself. Oops, something's wrong. Oh, wait. The output needs to be black hole as well, I think. Yes, it's on external headphone, needs to be black. Hey, why? Why can't I? Oh, wait a minute. Is the problem with my video or my? Oh, the problem is with my output. Why in the world? Just do it. Yes, that'd be fine. It works. Okay. So many things opened up. So yesterday I wasn't able to do anything almost. Like really little work was done yesterday. So I'm just going to complete everything. Just need to do some small little stuff. Oh. And for some reason, okay, not works. Just a second. Okay, yes. So the app is on the App Store. Just need to add in a few details and then I'm publishing the app. So yes, I need to just add in. Let me just click it. So wait, what? What's that about? And wait. So let me close this. What update? Is there some agreement update I have to accept? I don't know. Let me see what is going on. I'll move it to the other tab. It might have info that should not be shared. Agreements. I don't see anything here. I mean, I don't see anything to accept something. What's going on? What agreement update? Are you serious? I don't see anything like that. Refresh because I was not getting this thing yesterday. Okay, I'm not getting it. Okay, good. Sometimes all I need to do is just refresh, nothing else. But it's going to be the same for all the websites. Come on. You want me to put in manually for all of them? Okay, what can I say? Oh, this is good. At least I can add for all of them just here. Maybe it's because I added the languages after I added the privacy policy thing. Okay, this is done. Going back. Another thing missing is the support URL for all of them, which should have been the same automatically. Wait, what? You want me to put in all of this? It should have been the same from English. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, I've added too many languages as well. Is this making everything so much longer? Two more. Save to make sure all of them are saved. Just to confirm. Yes, it's saved. Now I will pick. What if I just use the different, like use translation of it? Oh yeah, why not? Let's just focus on this for the initial part of the stream. I'm gonna do something really cool. Give me commas separated keyword for each of these languages for this app, and for the non-English ones, you can actually repeat the translations of those keywords. Keywords in the title and subtitle. So we target more languages easily. Okay, let me also explain what why not repeat and all those things. English I already have, just need to do for rest of thing. So the reason, um, what was I going to say? The reason we should not repeat keywords in title, subtitle, and keyword list is because Apple, what Apple does is it picks the lowest. So, wait, the title of the app has the highest, is the strongest one for making you rank. For the, like, if you have a keyword in the title, the most chances of you ranking on that keyword will be using that title. But obviously, you cannot put everything in the title. So we have subtitle, which is comes below the title in terms of strength as well of keyword ranking. Then comes the keyword list, which comes third, and you should not be repeating words in them because if you have a keyword in the title and in the keyword list, your strength of ranking will be determined by the keyword list for that particular keyword, not the title, which will lose you won't be getting as much ranking as you could have by not repeating. So that's the thing. Okay, done. Okay. Just gonna send the link in the stream. Yeah. Oh, in my Discord group, Discord channel. You can also join it if you want. I should be pasting the link in every single video, man. Let me just do it right now. At least in this video description. So just a minute, please. It won't take long. Yeah. Okay. Hello, spirit of tsunami, whatever that name is. How are you doing and where are you from? Yeah, that is obvious. For English, we're just gonna keep it the same. Aquatic animals. I don't. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. So I'm just finishing up the fish identifier. I didn't do much yesterday because of the situation going on here. I just wasted my time consuming news yesterday. Too much news. Okay, it's too much. Keep it within 100 characters for all of them and use space between space after comma. How are you doing? Good. Whisperflow is amazing. I will just wait a minute. Description can also be translated. Why not? Okay, let me just tell it. Also, you should provide translated description and promotional text so that other language people can easily understand every detail, which would increase the chances of them using the app. The title can also be translated, but I I wanted to just do an experiment where I have heard from some experienced app developers that if you use your English keywords for multiple languages, you are actually you have more chances to rank for that particular keyword. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how it goes. Like, let me explain it again. So there are like apps. So let me show you. For each country in App Store, there are secondary languages. And if someone wants to target USA, there are so many secondary languages. So for so what happens is in USA, your app can rank not only for English US but also for these secondary languages as well. So if you put the same keywords in these languages as well, you are actually increasing your chance for ranking for in you are increasing your chance to rank in USA a lot by putting the same English keywords in these other languages, which is very weird. And I was very surprised to hear that, but it actually works. Okay, dude, who's gonna mention the language name? Are you serious? Just cancel it. Okay, let me refresh it. Okay, okay. Oops. I'm just gonna open it in a new tab. Okay. Oh, okay, they did add it. Starting from French. No, let's do it in the order ChatGPT is doing it in. I told you to stay under 100 keywords, 100 characters. Why don't you understand? I don't even know what it means to translation. I'm just gonna open a new tab. Oh my god, why don't you understand what I'm saying? Oh, same keywords that will not count as duplication. So if we are using fish identifier or something as the title in description or keyword, you can use the translated version in for other languages. So use that as well because and stay within 100 character limit. Okay, we should actually, for this text, it would be better to translate them separately one by one to get better accuracy. If we just do it for all languages together, it might mess up as the text is not that small. I mean, I think that can be a possibility, but if we use O3, maybe that won't be the case. Yes, that might not be the case for O3. Also, possible translations. Culturally relevant and accurate. Okay. The only problem with this task is that it takes a lot of time. A lot of time. If you want to localize your app for multiple languages, yes, it's very beneficial, but it takes a lot of time. You need to spend like easily a few hours if you want to do it for some of the languages. Okay, I forgot I don't really need for English. Okay, I like the table thing. It's, oh my god, it's coming slow, very, very slow. Don't be slow. Oh, why is it so slow? I should close something. Just have, don't even have an app running right now. Let me close this. What else do I have? So I have a lot of extra stuff opened up, but I need to review those things. Okay, exit please. Refresh. Mm, just gonna close this and this. Hopefully nothing else. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, this is short description. Okay, sorry. I did not ask for short description for any language. Why are you not listening to me? So what in the world? Oh, this is from. Okay, it's my mistake as well. Just reading the wrong thing. I'll just remove this fish snap. And now we're done. Okay. French. This is the promotional text. What else? Description. Isn't supposed to be that small, by the way. Let me get that description back and I'll just ask you to give me the proper full description. Description needs to be the translation of this. Because App Store won't read, I don't think they would accept such a small description. And it obviously does not even cover all the points. And by the way, yes, this is important to put in your app description. My first, the CoinSnap app uh, was what was rejected, and one of the reasons was this, that I had not added this. You need to add this to all of your apps. Something similar, like, but you need to have this URL. No, I'm not using Prism. I did not set it up properly. I didn't install it. I need to like watch a few video or a guide to understand how exactly to use it. Okay, I'm just going to first of all go ahead and put the descript promotional text and keyword list for all of the languages. Moving on to the next one. Hey, why is it ChatGPT not loading properly today? Or maybe it's my computer being very slow. Idiot. I'm going too slow. Need to speed up. Please. Oh, keyword list. Yes, I can do one thing. I can just bring it here. This will make us avoid the additional clicks, saving up us a few minutes. Saving us a few minutes. Oh, whenever you resize ChatGPT, you are in a different world. I mean, you're way up or down. We added this. Now I have to add, where's the promotional text? Oh, we are way up in the chat. No, we are not. Come on. Description. This is the promo text. Copy. Why is the space over there? Which language is next? Spanish. Mexican Spanish. If you have any question, just feel free to ask. We have Portuguese, I don't know how to pronounce it. Wow, exactly 100 characters. Italian. I did not add Italian. Let me add it then. Here you go. Now it's copying it for all the languages, for the new language. But before it did not do that. I don't know why. Maybe I messed up the order of doing this task, which caused the problem. But anyways, it did help us out because we are using translated uh, stuff in here, which is beneficial 100%. The local people will have an easier time understanding, which will increase the chances of them downloading the app. Oh, bro, don't use the exact keywords. No. Okay, I might have to check them all that they are not using exact words from the title of the app. Otherwise, it causes issue because of what I just explained right now. A bit, like a bit before. This is the keyword list. Japanese. I don't know why space is extra big space is added, tab space is added in the start of these languages. I don't know. Korean and Japanese look so similar. Next is Vietnamese. Oops. Okay, where did it go? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is very boring. I understand that. Not only to do bored, no, this is boring, but watching this is also very boring. Sorry for that. Almost done. Oh, but I need to add the description as well, so that will also take a little bit time. Arabic. And oh, copying Arabic is a bit problem here because okay, it should have done the same for that as well. Okay, things get different if you are using a language that's written from right to left. Okay, now coming to the descriptions. Starting from the what? It's not completed. It's stuck again. No, what are you doing? Now it's fine. You have everything. No, Chinese traditional. Okay, good. And Chinese simplified. Okay. Vietnamese. Um, just wanted to make sure no keyword is being the same. And cannot use the word English word fish here because it's in the title as well, which we cannot repeat. Removing the English, so I can just select them again, and all the text will be from the actual English language copied automatically. French, German, Italian, Japanese. Okay, done. Finally. The last thing is just to add in the English language, which will automatically copy. I don't know why it's not copying for some of the languages, even though it copies for other languages. When I added Italian, it did add everything automatically. What's your problem? Why are you doing this? There should be a button where I could actually copy from any of the languages. That would be so good. Stupid. I'll have to copy it then. What can I do? English, UK, and English Canada. Just these languages. Rest was already done. No, this is the promo text. And I go here, promo text. It's good at least the page is not reloading. Let me also save it. A lot of information. Yes, I am. Oh, invalid character. Okay, we can fix that. Oh my god, I forgot again to check the resolution while live streaming, and so it's by default 720 when I start the stream using StreamYard. I did not know that would be the case. Sorry about that. Don't use any other characters like the arrow you used, etc. Come on. Don't be so slow. I'll just do that other thing. Yes, Canada, Australia. Okay, it's added. I'm gonna put the description. Whoa, what? No problem, man. Okay. I also didn't do really like anything really special. There's some stupidly basic stuff. Adding in all the language. What is the problem? Adding in all the basic text over here in different languages and stuff. So all boring things, nothing really interesting yet. And for some reason, it's not Apple did not by default put the English text, so I have to like copy paste a lot of the things, which is wasting a lot of time. Anyways, I'm almost done with this. Cannot use any special characters that caused a error. Save. Okay, we are done. Hopefully everything is done. Yeah. So the app will be itself $0. We just have in-app subscriptions. So yes. Availability, all the countries. So yes, everything is done. Oh, I forgot. Ben, you need to be on the call. Wait. Did we figure the thing out completely yesterday? Like, could people hear you in the stream? Let me, you can share the Meet link and I'll join it. Okay, it is finally sent for review. Okay, good. You can send in the stream, Meet link. And now let's work on different app. Or maybe let's discuss with Ben and then we'll figure out what should be we doing. Okay. Till then, I can just go through this quickly. In case there's something new that I don't really know of. It's only the vision of what you're building and how it should work. If you're vague or messy, that would be too. Remember the garbage in and garbage out, 100%. Okay, yes. Yep. If we're submitting, take time we can replan the UI. Yes. Choose tools like V0 to help you visualize experiment. With layout early. 100% perfect. Consistency is key, yes. Decide on your design system upfront and stick with it. Create reusable components such as button, loading indicator, and other UI components. Okay, just a second. Don't show on this. Okay, continuing. And other common UI elements right from the start. This will save you tons of time and effort later on. You can use 24dev. It has a lot of components. Yes, this is a really, really, really useful website. You should know about it and use it. Okay. Wait till your best friend. Yes. Yes. If AI messes up, you can easily go back if you are using and committing to Git regularly. Stick to widely used, well documented technology. 100%. You shouldn't use anything that's very, very new, even if it's very nice and shiny. You shouldn't, because there isn't much support. If you get stuck, there is no way out. And the worst part is, LLMs don't know how to code in that particular language or whatever technology that is. Stick with the most common things, like for websites, Next.js. For backend, there are a lot of options you can use, which AI also knows about. Utilize cursor rules, maintain an instruction folder, craft detailed prompts, break down complex features, manage chat context wisely. Don't hesitate to restart refined prompts. Yes, this is a really good post. If you guys want to go through it, you can. I can just send in a link in the chat. I do want to make videos about these things. Just going through every step. Okay. Very nice post, by the way. Okay, Ben, how are you? And can people hear Ben? Wait a minute. His mic is off, so even I can't hear him. Yeah. Hello. By the way, I was thinking you could also join the StreamYard until I'm using StreamYard. So they do have an option. Yeah, let me send you the link. Yeah, that would be professional. But we could only do it until I have like the whatever, what's it called? The trial. Yes. Where's the chat window in the meet? I'm just gonna WhatsApp you. Sent. You can join that and I can add you in the stream. People could even see you then. Okay. I'm gonna close extra stuff. Keep my memory clean. Close notes. Okay. Ben, you joining? Yes.
Did you?
There we go.
Holy shit!
We have a
Whoa!
guest today.
Super cool.
I
Super
hope
cool.
I can move you to the right, or maybe somewhere. Why isn't it moving? Or let me just do one thing. I can do this.
Okay, let's see.
So day 13 and we have a guest already. Wow.
Hello, my name's Ben. I'm from the USA, Maine, in the Northeast. If that matters. And I don't know much about web dev or app dev, but I know a lot about different things and software and robotics and hardware. So, um, yeah, I watched one of Zafar's streams, and now we're friends.
So what should we work on today? Should we
I can show you what I've been up to.
yeah, 100%.
My little app, and
Yeah, you can see that.
I can present my screen here. So.
Okay.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's great. So yeah, just give me a second here. I gotta.
Just zoom in a little.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's pretty fit. So right now I'm just trying to get a little script to run my startup thing. So I've got a little backend Python for doing things with OpenAI Whisper API for speech to text. And front end is just my web app. So looks like I don't know if it's gonna work, but I don't know. I can like run shell scripts from the editor, but I guess I can just do this. Okay. What's it called? It's called dev. It's kind of dumb. I don't know if it's gonna work, but no. This always happens. That's fine. So what's going on here? If it's not fine, if it's fine, I go a little smaller there. We would start at Flask. I guess I can just take everything, put it in the chat, and just plead. Please, I'm helpless, and I always have trouble starting up this web app, this godforsaken web app. I really need some help.
You just need to install the packages. So did you install any packages yet?
So like I've run this web app a bunch of times. It's like every time I open or I quit
Oh yeah. So the
the editor
reason
and
is
then
you are
open
not.
back in.
Yeah. You're not activating your VNV, your virtual environment. So you have to run
Okay.
that command every time. So the one you see there, source VNV bin activate, you have to run that every time you open the code editor again. Yeah, do it.
So that's for the back end, or but that's for everything?
Yeah, that's for the
I
backend.
know I have, what is it? Yeah, so this virtual environment 4, that's like for this one, I think.
Oh, why did your screen go away?
It went away?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why. Try again.
Okay.
Oh, it's back. Very cool. So, I don't know. That's let me try and answer. You know, I'm just gonna say, all of those suggestions, I totally believe you, and I'd love if you could incorporate those into the dev.sh startup script, so that I never have to actually learn what's going on. I can just run the script. Wonderful. Damn, this is huge. There's so many steps. Okay, so set B. I don't know what that means. It's probably some bash thing. It's gonna print some things for me to read. Go to the backend folder. Then activate the event, exactly like you said, for like Python package managing. Pretty sure. Or just, I guess, all package managing. Install Flask and OpenAI for the same. Okay. Start up the back end, start up the front end. I don't know really what NPM or Yarn are, but they're somehow related to
installing packages.
Oh wait, yeah, NPM is Node. It's like pip for JavaScript or something.
Yep.
Nice. And,
it seems to be correct. Try running it. I think it will work.
Try that again.
Okay.
Oh no. So I'll just accept it. And then
by opening localhost 3000.
3000. Okay, so there's two different localhosts here. I don't know which one it tried to open, but that one's dead, and this one is not dead. Wonderful. Wow, okay. Let me try and get this back here.
By the way, why Python? If you had everything in JavaScript, it would have been way simpler and less setup you would have to do.
Sorry, what was your question?
Like, why did you choose Python for the backend? You could have just chosen JavaScript and it would have been easier, and no pip would have been there. And
oh, I just like Python.
Like, you're not
like I knew how to code in Python, but I don't really know JavaScript, so I was like, oh, Python, that's familiar. I'll go with that. I was given the option, and I didn't know any better, I guess. But
if you are vibe coding, then it doesn't really matter which one you have already used and not.
You know what? That is actually pretty good advice. If you're given the option between two different things, probably just
Like
pick
the reason is because
the
for your front end
simpler
is in
thing.
JavaScript, so it would be
Yeah.
way simpler.
Oh yeah. Well, I I was planning on just like recreating this entire app after I finished the first version because I really don't have any idea what I'm doing on this first version. Let me just show you what it is first, I guess. So this is just like a little skinny, tall web app for putting on the side of your screen during a coding live
Yeah,
stream.
really cool idea.
Basically, I'm building it for Zafar so that his live streams can be cooler, or if I do live streams,
Yeah, you could
or
do that.
anybody that doesn't. So basically, the idea is that the back end is some sort of agentic AI implementation to listen to your audio and understand your speech, what you're talking about, and look at your screen and read what's going on uh, in your coding and sort of understand what your project is about, what stage you're at right now, what problems you have finished, and which step you're currently on. So here, and this is just dummy data here, we've got like, I actually asked the agent in Windsurf to like load this with real steps from this project. So it's kind of meta.
Mm-hmm.
These are all things
Yeah.
that we were doing. So we were just working on integrating OpenAI whispers for
The
speech to
fact you did
text.
all this with a free model is really nice.
I know,
I did not
I know.
expect that
That's
this model can
crazy.
do that.
And my prompts are like ridiculous too. Like you saw how I prompted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, please, please
Yeah,
fix
maybe
this for me. I'm
Windsurf's
gonna
own
die.
model really nice. Maybe
Yeah,
I should try it out.
I mean it's not dumb, and
Yeah.
if it screws up certain things, they're like it's not like majorly bad.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, I don't know much about JavaScript. I don't know much about I don't even know what words to use in this sentence, but I don't know much about web dev. So it could be doing things kind of dumb, but I just don't know because I can't tell the difference.
So does it record as well right now?
Are you asking if my web app is recording? So yeah, you can actually
That record button. Hmm.
choose your audio input and the video
Wow.
input. So it's a little view of yourself. Because I really liked in your
Wow.
stream the little circle of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And so the plan is
And what
for
happens when you click the
this.
record button?
Sorry, what?
What happens when you click the record button?
It will start recording your voice. And then when you hit stop, this is just a little test. This isn't actually what I want to be in the app.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it will fail to work
Okay.
right now because I don't know why, but there should be in here. I don't know if the back end started or not, but this is what I think. This is what happens when the back end isn't running. That's what it kind of was before. So I think that's how you started it. Oh no, so weird. Or why is it just hitting enter a bunch of times? I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna try that again. Test voice, test. It totally was working earlier today, I promise.
Okay, no problem.
Probably because I'm juggling Python and
Mm-hmm.
different things. That's funny.
You could actually, like, if we shift to Next.js, so the benefit with Next.js is that everything is within that project. Front end and back end is one setup. You just run npm run dev,
Oh, well, okay.
and it runs the back end and front end together, and it's all in JavaScript and React. And the front end would be very similar, but the only thing is that you would need to start from scratch. How long did it
Well, I
take, by
think
the way?
what I want to do for the next cut is actually use like a cool template with UI things already figured out. Because, dude, you don't
Mhm.
know how much time I spent like struggling with like the height of things and then the flex
Mhm.
box and like gaps and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. It just reminds me of like intro to web dev in high school. Just like super tedious things that
Yeah.
nobody really cares about. They just want to build the
Mhm.
app. Um, so yeah, I want to ask you. So like, when you've done web dev things, have you been like in the weeds, like making things kind of from scratch, like this? I'll show you the. Mm, oop. So this is like, yeah, looks a lot like HTML, but with
Yep. React.js.
CSS like poorly put in there. I don't know. I don't like how this language looks. Um, but
These classes are Tailwind classes for the styling work. That's what normally people are using nowadays.
okay, and that's like what type of things can you do with that? I really have no idea. But
What do you mean?
like when you say tailwind, what is tailwind?
Hmm.
I don't even know what tailwind means.
So it's for styling and that. Like
So is it
like
kind
it
of
makes it to style rather than using like custom CSS, which takes a lot more time to write and do.
so it's like a wrapper for CSS?
Yeah, 100%.
So anyway, this is kind of what I'm gonna keep playing around with. Uh, Damn, I really wanted this demo to work. It's kind of frustrating, but so gosh, I don't know
Oh,
if you
wait a minute.
remember from
I have a really
before.
nice idea.
Oh, okay,
You could actually like open up a browser.
yeah,
Let me tell you, you can try one really cool thing.
this is this is my browser right here actually.
Oh, so open a website called v0.dev.
Okay, that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, the thing is,
Oh,
it
okay.
creates a project in Next.js, which is like has front end and back end both. What you could do is you can
So,
tell it that I'm giving you a React.js project
yeah.
and Python backend, make it a Next.js project. So it
Okay.
could actually take all that code that you have written, like bytecode it, and it could convert that into a Next.js app, which you can run within the browser. And then you can later on move the project to Windsurf. So your project is in
Yeah.
Next.js.
Okay. Let me. So I actually have. Oh shit! No.
The benefit that comes with it that it would be much simpler, and you won't have to run that script or anything like that, and your
Yes.
like
Yes.
things won't stop working randomly.
Yeah. So I'm not. I can't remember. No, it's back. It's back. Yeah. Yeah. I don't care about the particulars of like how I'm prototyping this app. I just want to make it work, at least on my machine,
Yeah.
and then from there figure out how to ship it. Like
Hmm.
figure out that later. Um, and I'm sure
Hmm.
you could help me with that. 'Cause it seems like you've done things like that. So, but yeah, so I have a chat here with some a lot of context of what the project is. Um, Stream summary. Okay. So here,
Yeah, so ask ChatGPT to give you a very nice description of the app, like what it
mhm.
really is. Then we can add that as the context as well. And the other part would be the exact code that you have in Windsurf right now.
Okay. Okay, this is gonna be a big one. So I'm in a stream with Safar right now. We are taking a look at my current app implementation. That was very naive, but it's a good start. He recommended that I go and try out v0.dev, and he says I actually forgot what terms you were using. Um, what framework did you say we were going to use in v0? Dude, just looking at his phone now. That's good. What was the? What did you say? I should
Right?
ask about, like, what
Yeah. So
type of app
like
is
converting it into Next.js.
Next.js? Okay, great. That's exactly what I was looking for. Could convert the whole project into Next.js, which would simplify a lot of the tedious steps I've been dealing with so far. So basically, what he's recommending me right now is to have you come up with a solid description of the idea for the app, what it should look like, what it should do, which capabilities it should have, implementation guidelines, and yeah, also I can include all the code that I currently have now, if that helps with context. That should be enough. So, photos and files. Can I add like a ton of files at once? Don't know. Just like everything. Yes. Including these.
Okay, wait. So no. Don't give package log JSON. Like I can tell you which files that it.
Okay. Just go right back here.
But maybe you don't have to give the files here. Why give? You can give
Yeah,
the code to v0 directly.
I feel like that would kind of confuse things to put like this other implementation and mix it into the
Like let me tell you
context. So,
what you can do. Like open Windsurf.
yeah.
I can tell you what the best approach without having. Okay, you are gone from the stream. Hi, Marek Wodsky. I hope that I pronounced it correctly. How are you doing and where are you from? Okay, what happened?
Sorry, I just hit Command Q
Oh,
instead of Command
oh,
W.
that happens with me as well sometimes.
Yeah, it actually will like give you a warning window, but I thought that was annoying once, so I turned it off.
Mhm. And
Just
your
looking rough on the
screen.
edge. Oh yes, you're right. beautiful screen. Now, there we go.
Okay, so open the terminal
Yes.
and write tree.
3. So you
Tree,
said
tree,
tree. Okay.
TRW.
Yeah.
Space dash capital L space 1. It will probably not work, but we have to install something, but you have to run this.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So ask Windsor to give you the command to make this work.
Okay.
It has to install something so that tree starts to work.
I love just giving the terminal context and
Yeah, you have to run
nothing
this.
else. Okay.
View install.
Yeah. Okay. So tree, I mean, it's probably for like listing files. Oh, so you're
So what it does is you will get the list of all the files and its project structure as well.
okay. So that's useful for the LLM to just figure out like,
Yeah,
oh, these are
without
the
giving it
pieces
all
and
the
this is
code.
how they connect. Yes.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Because it already knows what code is. So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to know your
And the
particular
problem is
code.
if you give it all the code, it will hallucinate and won't understand much
Yeah,
and
yeah.
won't give us exactly what it is. Okay,
Okay. So,
did it run completely? Yeah,
oh
I think it
yes.
did.
So we've got.
No, you don't really have to run all those things, I think. Yeah,
You don't
just
have to. Okay.
run
So
like
we're
the
just
command I told you. Yeah.
cool.
Okay, so do now
What do we want to
a
do?
dash L space 3. And yes, you could do that as well, yes.
Oh,
It will
okay.
give you
Yeah, it's
more
just.
context.
Cool. So this
And if you need
is the
even more
depth
depth, you
here.
can do that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But
Oh,
we
dude,
can't do
that's
this
so
because
sick.
these are 1300
Oh, it's
files.
huge. Oh,
Oh,
it's huge.
actually,
These ones are
the
like
reason
kind
is
of.
you are adding in the npm, the node modules folder and the
Yeah.
VNV folder. We have to ignore
You
them.
can
Ask
probably exclude
Windsor
those.
for that. So there's an option where it can ignore certain folders. Ask it to ignore node modules and VNV folder.
So we want to use tree to print out the project file structure while ignoring irrelevant files like node modules and what did you say the other one was?
VNV.
VNV. And no, that is not a V. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's not gonna
Then you can add the depth after it as well.
with
Space
2.
to
Let's
like
try
the
with
below
2.
one. Mm-hmm.
So, oh, that's way more manageable. Wow. So is this getting everything relevant? Okay, back end. Cool. That looks good. Mm-hmm.
You can just copy this output and
Right.
it should have this.
Sweet. Back over to. I don't think I had a. Yes. Here we go. Actually, I should probably make this bigger now. And in the center. And a little bit bigger. Let's see. Cool. So just go let it rip. Oh my, it's very helpful to have you here. Or to be here with you, I suppose. Okay. Ooh. Stream Ticker, which honestly I think is a pretty bad name. It just sounds weird and it doesn't really make sense. So that's the first thing. Oh, sweet. Yeah, so the vertical sidebar with the title, session progress.
I can write the prompt for V0 till then, which you can add. So I want to convert a React.js with class Python backend into a Next.js project. So I'm providing you the folder structure and the basic idea of the project along with the code that I've used. Use this and take your time and convert it into a proper Next.js working application. Front end, back end, everything. If you need anything from me, like API keys and anything, feel free to ask me for it. Okay. I'm
You're
gonna
so
send it
polite.
to you.
I love that. I'm just like, nothing's working. I'm upset, please.
Yeah, that's where coding knowledge really helps out. You
Yeah.
could actually tell the exact things sometimes when you have to, and it makes it understand way better.
Yeah, I only like uh, act like an idiot when I actually don't know what's going on. A lot of the times I'm like, I think this is exactly where the problem's happening. I've seen this before.
I WhatsApp you the prompt.
Okay, awesome. Got it. So that's to go into V0 or for
Yeah,
yeah, okay, cool.
you can add my thing as well, maybe because something might help out, and then the chat GPT thing, and then we'll add the code at the end,
Okay, so
the most
yours
essential part of the code.
and then ChatGPT. Gosh, I'll just do this. So implementation. Oh, cool. I guess something. It's a little too big.
You can click the copy button down there at the
Oh,
end. Oops,
bro.
your screen is gone.
I don't know why that keeps happening. Maybe I hit a button.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah. No. Huge.
And
You
you
say
can
there's
remove
like
the starting and ending lines. Yes, the useless lines. These ones. Yeah.
play next level. Love that explicit markdown there. Pretty cool. And the emojis, honestly, incredibly important for prompt engineering. Oh no. Oh damn. I hit a button. Okay, well
Yeah,
it's
you can
working in
sign
the
in.
background. Cool.
Yeah, but we had to provide the code. But actually,
Ah,
let's not give it the code. And why did this happen? And let's see what it does
I
itself
don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead.
without really
Oh wow. It didn't even screen up.
or
Okay. So
its free tier is really nice. I'm not sure about the exact number of messages you can do, but it's decent number of messages.
no way.
You can actually
Which model
easily
is it
make
using?
it.
Is it like a mixture of like a? Do they have their
Maybe a
own?
mixture. Probably Claude is the main one.
Yeah.
They don't really tell which model, and they might have custom trained as well because this is made by Next.js, this website. So
Oh
it is
wow.
their own product.
Oh wow. So that's probably yeah. So it's probably really good at Next.js, right?
Yes, this is probably the best way of coding in Next.js.
No way. No way. How'd you find out about this? That's not much better here. Over here. Oh man, my iPhone's about to die. I'm gonna plug it in.
Yes. Hi, Mohit. I am from Pakistan, from Lahore.
Ooh, that's cool. Ooh. By the way, I can't see the YouTube stream chat. Anyway, I closed out of
What?
YouTube because the audio was confusing. Also, I'm using like the worst microphone possible, but it's just all I have right now. Oh, I'm looking at my screen through your screen. That's weird. Wow, man. It's taking its time. I have no idea what's going on.
It's not supposed to do that actually.
Okay.
So,
Okay, this is different.
it changed. Okay, so it is doing something good. Because normally it just spins up really fast.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, wow. This is
Wow.
it. Whoa.
This is very
Whoa.
different, but look at that.
Yes.
It did this in
Yes.
one shot. Wow.
Wow, okay. Okay, this is
Yeah,
changing.
this is also a really nice way of doing it.
Huh.
Nice. Like this is way easier as well. Like having a chart and making it update the chart and all will also cost more in the AI tokens, like GPT stuff as well. So if we have just text-based stuff and we're not like creating graphs and stuff, it will cost us less in the API keys.
I want to
When
show
we
you.
like if we want real-time updates in our
Okay. 2-hour
stuff.
stream pricing estimate. I literally ran this because I was worried about how much it costs. So Whisper is cheap. It's like about
Yeah.
36 cents an hour for its top quality speech to text. For doing vision, it doesn't have to actually be that advanced. I don't think, because it's
Yeah,
kind of just looking
100%.
at
Yes.
text. Unless you wanted to look
We could
at
actually,
UI stuff,
rather
and
than
like
5
actually,
seconds, we can even do it like every 1 minute because it
yes,
doesn't have to read everything all the time.
yes.
Yeah,
So
actually that would save a lot of
every
tokens.
5
Yes.
seconds, but that's a 144, and the LLM summarizer is very cheap, couple of cents, right? So for 2 hours of streaming, that's what you'd spend
Wow,
in API calls. It's not that much. It's really not that much.
that's actually
And for
pretty
the
good.
utility you could get out of it, even just for yourself as a dev, like having a view like
Wow.
that of everything that you're doing, so
Man,
you
I
don't have to
love this.
hold that in your head, could be useful.
Wow. Damn, this is really nice. You can easily market this to YouTubers, live streamers, at like Twitch live streamers and all. This is
Yeah.
amazing idea. And
Cool.
they would be easily willing to pay like 50 or $100 a month for it. And it would maybe cost us 20,
That's
10, 20
crazy.
bucks. Amazing.
Cool.
Any community that want to learn about AI agent, do you have good insights in that department? Okay. I do have a Discord channel. You can ask questions over there. We have a couple of people right now. We are very new to this. And we
Oh,
do have
okay.
a person over there who does know about AI agents. I also know about it. Yeah, you can ask questions over there. I will try to answer, and let me send you the Discord invite.
Okay, what the hell's going on here?
Here you go.
Yep.
Now, in case Ben, you want it just like your own version of it, just now use the same prompt and give it like at the end, give it the code that you have written, the major part of the code, and it will literally make the exact same thing
Oh, hell yeah. Cool.
if you want to do that.
So, okay, next steps. Wait, I'm actually, is it putting like this project's context into the demo or not? Or is this just generic? What is
I
simulation
think
mode?
that's dummy data probably right now.
Okay, so set up project structure, UI components, task tracking, audio transcription. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very meta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a perfect thing for stream. You can use it while you're
100%.
building it.
I never thought about it. Your ideas are really nice. This one is an easy win idea. I don't think. And by the way, are there any competitors? I hope there is not. If there are
I
none,
don't know. I didn't
it's
even
an
look.
easy win. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Anyway, because yeah, even for like when you're in like a LLM session like this, even in Cascade, like in Windsurf and in Cursor. Oh no, where'd my window go? Oh, I minimized it. That's why. Like to scroll back through and figure out what you. Ugh. I don't want to read. I don't want to
Yeah.
read anything. I just want to look at it and
100%.
see
Yeah.
blocks with colors and like clear
Mm-hmm.
human understandable
Yeah.
visual representations. And it's like you can do that with code, so why not have it do that? Yeah. This looks awful, but it will look cool. Okay. Um, yeah, actually, I was curious. Like, maybe a cool use of time would be to just go into like uh, uh, something visual where we can draw like what would a graph like what should the graph actually look like? I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. I think
Like
it
I've
would
never.
also depend upon what exactly is the person streaming about. We cannot like pick one graph and it won't really suffice for all the use cases of the live stream. What do you think?
Yeah.
And maybe there might be cases where you don't even need a graph. Like if
Mhm.
someone is doing a gaming live stream, there is no point in having a graph in there. Just basic checklist with timestamps would be more than enough.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. Let me see
By the
actually
way,
what
this
this.
same product can work with timestamps as well. We could like make it add in the timestamps and
Yeah.
thing like from this to this, we talked about this, etc.
We were talking
Really rude, man.
about. Okay. I had a brain blast. And I was like, where was it? Yes. Okay. So what if somebody's doing a coding stream? Okay. If the stream ticker agent, that's an awful name for it. If my app agent has access to the live chat from the audience, so it can like directly address specific questions people have and
Oh.
reflect that in the graphical view. So yeah, I was talking about Jimmy Neutron. Um, yeah, so if yours like, what are you even editing right now? And then the agent can
Wow.
see that
Oh
and
my
be like,
god,
hey, look
this is
at
so
these steps,
cool.
right? And then didn't you already fix that 2 minutes ago? Oh, it looks like he's double checking because the preview threw a rendering error.
Wow,
So the chat is
wow.
integrated, like goes to an agent question, context reasoning, response. Basically,
This
it's like
is so
what
cool.
you would be doing, but you're busy dealing with all of the like dev stuff, and the agent could just help you explain things really well and
You
draw a
know what?
picture.
This idea is better than all the ideas I have, all the ideas I have implemented. This is like this one idea can be a big, really big thing. I really
Cool.
mean it. It can be a
That's
big
really cool.
business, a really big start. Yeah.
Okay, and then we were talking about. I mean, this even goes like this is not just for streaming. Like you could use this in university lectures when none of the students know what's going on and they're all like falling asleep. Um, and like you can have bullet points in the current topic,
The only thing is that making
contextual stuff.
streamers use this and pay for it is way faster than pitching this to university teachers and things like that.
Right, but
You
it's
know?
like it's a template, and then you can use it for a bunch of
Yeah, yeah,
different stuff,
100%. We can like
conferences
do
and
that as
Zoom
well. Create
meetings
variations of it.
and like yeah, hackathons. That's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah.
But then yeah,
Wow.
live podcasts, that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Same architecture, different streams of audio, video, screen content, chat. Yeah. And then I made this cool little, which I think it used your face because I had previously taken a screenshot of your live stream, and I was like,
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
add the app idea to it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what you look like as a cool flat rendered graphic, I guess. Oh, this is the it misspelled stream ticker, so that's funny.
Oh yeah, sometimes it does.
Yeah, this is a good view of what we're talking about with the pricing things. Anyway, okay, so I'll go back to. Oh, yeah, I can split screen this actually. Make a clear the thing. Or probably I have that shared saved somewhere else. This can be helpful for thinking about visual things. Here. Oh, oopsie. I'm still. Which browser?
Bro,
What
you
browser
could
do
be
you
live
use?
streaming as well. You could be live streaming or listening as well, and I think people would be really liking it, watching
Oh,
you
I've never
do all
live
this.
streamed anything, but
Yeah. I
I
had
did
never done that before.
apply. Actually, in about 20 minutes, I'll be able to live stream because YouTube will allow me to.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I tried to last night, but it was like, no, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. So I guess I can just.
And browser, I use Brave browser.
Okay.
It's like more secure than Google and all those. And for the search engine, I use DuckDuckGo, which is also very, very secure compared to Google and all the other ones.
Damn. So because this is Arc. Arc looks really cool. That's why I got it. I saw
But
Teo
Arc
using it.
is but Arc is down. Like it's not being maintained anymore. You shouldn't be using it. The team like stopped working on it completely. Didn't you hear about it?
No, I didn't hear anything. I just thought it looked cool, so I
Yeah,
downloaded it.
yeah, that's official. So it's not being maintained. So if any security vulnerability comes, it won't be solved, and it can be very problematic.
That's funny. Yeah, I was gonna try out Brave because I heard you talking about it. So I just Arc is not Arc is it makes my computer be slow and awful more than usual.
Yes, Arc and
So
similar
it's not
browsers that
like
are very pretty with a lot of features does make your computer very slow. That's the reason I don't use anything similar to it.
Yeah. I mean, I used to use Chrome. Like everybody starts in
Mm-hmm.
Chrome, but that was bad. That was bad.
Yeah.
And then I moved to like Opera, and that was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah, but if you recommend Brave, I've been sort of hopping around between browsers, and I need to find my forever browser. My phone is probably dead now. I thought it was charging, but it's not. It's not charging. Very sad. Yeah, by the way, a throwback to last night when I accidentally called 911 because I put my
Sorry, I
phone
didn't
in the
understand.
clamp.
What did you say?
Oh gosh. I don't know if my microphone's not good now. No. I just thought it was funny last night.
Oh.
We were on a call and I tried to put my phone in a little gripper clamp and it
Mm-hmm.
pressed the wrong buttons and called 911.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Cool. I don't know what I was doing. Okay.
By the way, what should I be doing right now?
I don't know. Do you want to put your screen back? I kind of feel weird sharing my screen because I feel like I should be not. I don't know. It's like stage fright, but for my desktop.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel shy now.
So what should be? Maybe we can complete the first app, like the day one app that I created, which was very similar to my outfit AI app, which is Face Max. So it's related to face rather than your outfit. It is almost complete. Just need to fix in some small things here and there.
Cool. Are you able to? I mean, probably able to run the simulator and
Yeah,
show
in the
how
simulator.
UI works and stuff. Oh wow.
Yep, I will.
There you are. Oh, so the simulator just has like all your apps on it.
Yeah, all of them.
Wow.
The ones that I actually install on it using Expo.
You said you're running an M3 MacBook, right?
Yeah, MacBook Air M3.
Okay. Yeah, because my Intel Mac, it could not do the simulator. I mean, it did, but it took like an hour to load, and it was a poor experience.
Mm-hmm. So I heard that you can like get MacBook or like similar electronics as well on monthly prices as well. I don't know what's monthly installments, and that makes it very affordable. Is that right? Like from Best Buy or something. Oh, wait.
Mac Mini is like $300 now. And I want one of those.
Oh.
But Yeah, I need some money first. Back to
This is. By the way, what happened to your camera? Was it blurred out?
my phone died. I was using continuity camera. I'm trying to get it back up right now. Oh. Mm.
I'm just gonna sign in into the app here with my account. So you know what? Let me tell you something cool. Before starting these streams, like a month before that, or maybe more than that before, I actually had the plan to start like a podcast or something related to making apps, AI, vibe coding, making money, etc., etc. With my cousin, who is also into the like into the tech field, but he has a full-time job and not very consistent. So we did record a few podcasts, and then we just never really went back to it. And I didn't really upload it either. That's where it first started, and now we are into making apps. So what we have here, can you see the screen, right?
I can see your screen. Oh yeah.
So this is what we have here. Very similar, like the interface is
Oh yeah.
literally a copy of the output it has, right?
Yeah.
So we have like previous analysis. The other thing, which is different from the previous app, is the challenges one, where we have like some weird challenges which I don't
I
really
like.
know much about. You can start them, and it's a little bit gamified, doing all these tasks and things like that.
Oh.
And I was thinking to make this like a paid thing. And the second idea I had was like when I show the result, I could actually make some of the things show only if you are a paid user, and rest of the things for everyone.
Yeah.
That would be a cool thing because they have the results, but if they really want to see them and make them unblur, they would have to pay for it. And
That's something you can charge a subscription fee for.
Yeah.
I think a lot of things. Yeah, I think we talked about this before, but like a lot of developers just inject subscription into things that don't make sense for subscription
And
based
yeah,
payments, and
yeah,
it's fucking infuriating. I really don't like when people do that. Um,
what's wrong with it? Okay, something's not working here. Let me fix it then. Mm, I might use the camera implementation from this coin and fish app. I kind of prefer their implementation as we have a custom camera app rather than the default one, which I kind of prefer. Let me close all of this.
I tried to use some sort of React Native custom camera
Mm-hmm.
module, and it just I couldn't ever build it. It was just too much. It was too much. I never got it to work, and I was.
Yeah, by the way, if you want to start with React Native, you can just go to bold.new and
Right.
ask it to make a really basic thing. And then you can, so the benefit is that rather than setting up React Native and or doing all that thing, when you're just starting out, you can actually just create an app with this. It will open up your app in Expo, which means that you cannot add in any functionality that Expo does not support, like payments, like some other things as well. You can even ask it to make sure the app works with Expo. It does not use anything that won't work in Expo. Come on. You get the point. You just open a new chat and then you'll be able to do.
It seems a lot like V0.
Yeah, all of them are very similar. There are many other tools as well. Oh, okay, so where is the camera? I'm just gonna ask it. So I don't like the current camera implementation in this app. I want you to replace it with the one I'm providing you, but make sure you don't change up the styling and those things. Just make sure you update the uh, uh, the camera implementation because it's for some reason not working. But wait a minute. Thinking on something. This shows. Wait, let me open this app on the phone. I do have this on the phone. Face maps. By the way, a similar app earned $6 million in 3 years. Oh, by the way, I can't hear you. Your mic is off.
Yeah, I was muted because I was dictating to
Oh,
the.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So they marketed it on TikTok and just earned crazy amount of money. And
We're
after
talking.
that, many people started copying it. You said something?
What, were you talking about Cal AI again? So I heard you talking about that.
UMax. UMax. It was the face analysis thing.
Wait, so you literally just
Very
call
similar
it
app.
the.
Very similar app to the one I have here.
Okay. Damn. I don't think I would want to build something like that. It seems too evil. Or I don't know, not
What?
evil, but like, uh, yeah. I wonder how people use that.
So I think it's more about what's it called? Curiosity. That
Yeah. Yep.
like people would be interested in knowing what their face like and what does the AI the app think about it and what's like what can be improved and all that. And by the way, they had a hard paywall. You couldn't do anything without paying. And every analysis actually costed you separate money. So and the really bad thing they had in the app if actually you took the wrong picture or blurry picture accidentally,
Still charge.
your analysis got wasted and you have to pay again, because of which
That's
they did get really bad reviews as well, but still they aren't crazy amount of money, which is just
because everybody was curious to try it at least once.
yes.
Yeah. So I don't think they would get too much like long-term usage, or I don't know,
Yeah, yeah,
retention.
100%. Probably they aren't earning much right now, but the thing is, if you earn
You said it was
decent amount in the
3 years.
beginning, yeah,
Yeah.
like in 3 full years, if they did that.
Interesting. Interesting.
I don't remember it working. Mhm. I understand.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Why Expo Go?
Test.
Hmm. I hope it will work.
Ooh, yes. That's Expo Go. I've used that. Oh, I recognize that. Ooh.
You have used what?
Expo Go.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's really cool they print the QR code in the terminal. I've never seen that before. It works well.
yeah. Why aren't you showing? Okay, I'm just gonna put it here. This idea of yours will be perfect for people like Theo, especially who make
Oh, yeah.
technical live streams. People would really want to jump into a particular snippet and would want to know what's actually going on, especially if someone's actually coding and doing stuff and like technical stuff. Because for gaming, you can join in any time and it won't really matter that much
Right,
as
because the game is
it
a
would matter.
story.
Yeah.
Um, this freaking camera is being weird. I don't know. I'm just gonna let it be weird. I won't be bothered. Okay. Phone is just not charging. It's weird. Yes, just died again.
We could also be doing another thing where like, let's say like this as an example, you want to stream at a separate time and I want to do it separate time. We have while we work on the same project, like we want to do stream while we work on the same project. So what we do is we just have one computer, like either yours or mine. And we use remote desktop feature, and then you code when you want, and I code when I want. And
Hey, yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello,
Hello.
Ethan. How are you doing? Okay, I hope it works now. Please. Why isn't it working? Let me refresh. Okay. Yeah. So he's in. So Ben, tell them why are you in the stream? What's the plan?
I don't remember. So yeah, Zafar and I met. I don't even know. It was like a few days ago, and yeah, we were just kind of talking about. I was really impressed with what he's been able to build um, for iOS apps. I've been kind of meaning to do something with building a web app or building a mobile app for months now, because you can vibe code things now. So suddenly that seems possible for me, given that I have little experience. And yeah, so I jumped into a stream. It was like a 4-hour stream, and it was probably like 3 hours in or whatever. And I just had no idea what the heck he was doing. So, not to say that I wanted to leave, I wanted to ask questions about what he was doing. I was very curious. And I mean, he was busy with like doing the things. He did explain some things, but it was
So you
hard
can
to
continue.
understand.
I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay.
Yeah, right. It was just hard to understand like the whole context of the project and the structure of the app, and I had you know what problem he was actually solving at the moment and why it was a problem, etc. So kind of had this idea of like what if his stream, like what if his desktop view had a separate window, like next to cursor to the side, um, just showing a, a like a notepad for him to write on or to draw on, something like Excalibur, and draw like little diagrams of what was going on, or like a list of the current step he was on and which things had been completed before, and where the what the end goal was of the project and things like that. Just things relevant to how the project is going and why things are happening in general. And then I had the thought like, oh, what if you could just get an AI agent to watch the stream and listen to the stream audio and just understand what's going on and communicate that to the audience and to Zafar himself or whoever the streamer is. So it's kind of like I don't even know what to call it, like to have some like task dependency graphs, color coded. I mean, it's hard to describe without just showing a mock up of sort of what I'm imagining. Also, I don't even really know what the UI should look like, but yeah, that's the idea. So earlier in the stream, uh, Zafar was working on his like App Store uh, approval things and sort of those details, and I came in and showed a little bit about how my vibe coding development experience was going for a web app implementation of this sort of like streaming companion tool. So yeah, I don't know if that's a good explanation or not, but also I don't know if anybody's saying anything in the YouTube chat. I guess. Oh wow. I can see your comment now. I don't know how long ago you sent that, but yeah, I will keep that up. Yes. And I'll try and turn my iPhone back on so we can get the camera back. Charging not available. Oh, I got my phone wet today. That's annoying. Come on. Interesting. I don't know if that's gonna not fail, but I hope not. Yeah, I can see my face. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so if you have any questions, I will at least attempt to answer them. Okay. No, I'm just looking at the YouTube stream. It looks like the latency is like 4 or 5 seconds. That's interesting. Ooh. Do I have ideas on what the model or the overall house? Only thing is streams. Usually more than an hour. Will be a lot of those, but yeah. Okay. Yes. I've thought about this. And I wish I could share my screen, but I think that Safar has to be there to switch them over. Although it would be cool if I could do it. Yeah, he has to switch it over, but I can just read to you, I guess, the low tech way. Yeah, but was talking to Chat GPT, as you do, about this idea, and so if you use, so it'd be sort of using like in my imagination of the implementation, you could want to have the agent system, you want to have it to listen to stream audio, watch the video of the stream, and be able to synthesize that information and generate content to render in the graphical view for people to look at. So that's sort of like 3 different types of intelligence that you need. So speech to text and just running the OCR on the screen to just read the text of what's on the stream. You only have to do that maybe like once every minute or so. It doesn't have to be real time, 30 FPS. That's totally overkill if all you want is just intermittent updates of a project that's not moving very fast, you know. So we talked about those, and so it ended up the conclusion of our chat. I'm just gonna pull it up here. Stream summary AI agent is the title of the chat. Pricing. Pricing. There's a lot of text in this chat. Okay. No, I didn't find it yet. Okay, here we go. I asked. I was talking with a friend on Discord. He asked the exact same thing. He was like, "Yeah, but that's going to be real expensive, right?" And so I took it to the ChatGPT. So, is speech to text cheap? Yes. Whisper API, which is from OpenAI, is really good. About 36 cents USD per hour. So that's really cheap. That's really, really cheap. Local Whisper is free if they run it themselves. I don't want to do that. I've tried Local Whisper before, and it was too much for my poor computer. Is OCR cheap? Yes. OCR is computationally light and has been around for literally decades. OCR API pricing is usually about $1 per 1,000 images. And they often have free tiers. And local OCR, which is doable, like Tesseract, is free and offline and runs on any laptop. Okay, so that's cheap too. And is the LLM synthesis cheap? It's kind of half true. It depends on how you would architect it. So factors that can influence the price of your LLM integrations are like long prompts and huge context windows. So the more context you stick in, the more inference compute has to happen, the more your costs go up. Interestingly, like you see this a lot with Claude. It's not the only reason, but one of the reasons is that their system prompt alone is like 20,000 tokens. So even when you create a new chat, just say like, "Hi Claude, how are you?" You're already doing, over 20,000 tokens of inference, which is ridiculous. Claude's really expensive, but for a lot of things, you don't need Claude. Like you don't need state of the art. You just need a language model that knows how to take language and put it together into summaries or just taking language and re-representing it in different forms. Even the really dumb LLMs can do that. We're not doing reasoning here. Like we're not solving math problems. We're just playing with text, pretty much. Infrequent calls with lots of tokens can drive your costs up. And also using expensive providers with expensive models. So to do it the cheap way, you can use small models like from Mistral or open source like Llama models or some of the mini models like Claude Haiku. and just use short and structured prompts, like take a snippet of speech to text and just say like, hey, summarize this text, and you just get a it's not generating 4 paragraphs, it's just maybe a sentence or two, so you can control for that, and that keeps your costs really cheap. And sparse on demand usage instead of constant streaming, that's something that you could do. So during a stream, it's not like you need updates like at 30 frames per second, like you're saying. So you can have an update every 30 seconds or every minute or so, or even every 5 seconds. I think that is what the little simulation did. Okay, so assuming
I
you're
am
doing a
back.
2-hour stream. Oh, hey. We're just talking about the pricing of this idea here. Oh,
Nice.
if you let my screen share come through, this will be easier to
Okay,
explain.
I can. But you'll have to add in your screen, then I can remove mine and add yours.
Okay, that's good. Good. Here we go. The browser can't access my screen. Oh, I know. Let's try the exact same thing and look at it wrong. My screen. Okay. I think it's trying to share my screen now.
Have you added it?
Try to. Oh, wait. No, I need
Because
screen.
it's not showing
Try
on
again.
my end.
No, something's just working. I'll just keep talking because I was almost done anyway. Okay, so assuming that you're running this streaming companion application for a 2-hour stream, so your Whisper API to transcribe literally everything you say for 2 hours, that's 36 cents per hour. So 72 cents.
Ben, your screen is not shared.
I know.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I just gave up on that. And it's for OCR, assuming you're not using like a multimodal image model, which you don't need. So assuming you capture a frame every 5 seconds, which is pretty reasonable. 2 hours is 120 minutes. So I don't know, it's just doing the math here. About 1,440 frames, so that under $2 of cost there. And for LLM summarization and context updates, 2 hours, 240 updates. Each update maybe 200 tokens if you're using a cheap model, which are about 35 cents per million tokens. You might spend about 2 cents. So the estimated total is under $3 for a 2-hour stream. So it's not bad. Not that bad. And if we can make it like useful, that we can upcharge. Yeah, I don't really know how selling things works, but it seems like the cost is low, so you'll probably make money if you provide a lot of value. So So yeah, anyway.
You're done?
I am done. One more question from Solry. So the position of the system. So the streamer is running a web app on their machine for the front end. That's the window that's going to be visible on their desktop stream share. And they will provide, so they'll give the web app access to their screen share and their microphone inputs so that the app can connect that data to an agent system that does all the AI stuff and just sends back updates to the content viewed on the web app. That's the idea, kind of. Not saying I've fully thought this out, but I think it's kind of a pretty simple idea to understand.
Okay, so I'll run this to see if it works. You can see right then.
Oh yeah.
So you add in your three pictures: front view, side view, and I don't know what 3x4
Yeah.
view something. You check, you select which option you're actually looking for, and what kind of feedback uh, style do you want? Like the same one for the outfit AI one.
Yep.
Of course, let's see. Analyze my face. I hope it's working. Yeah, I have
Okay, I
maybe
got that
something.
once on your outfit app. Actually, then I just tried it again and it was fine. So
Oh,
I don't know.
the thing
Maybe
is,
it's
maybe
something to
some
do with like your first request. Maybe.
did that. Uh, because in my opinion, it's related to Gemini sometimes stopping because I've heard that happening. It's not okay. I don't know why it isn't as stable as OpenAI and the other ones. But this one might be related to some kind of thing that I don't really remember because it's been many days. Okay, let me see. Whoa, oh, we are calling the wrong. Why are we calling the wrong API over here? That is very weird.
Whoa, the
We're
wrong
calling the
API.
out. I mean, it's calling the outfit API for some reason.
That's funny.
Maybe I did
That's
some.
what you get with templating things, I guess.
Yeah, let me see. That happens with templates and stuff when something is not replaced properly. Let me see.
Yeah.
Fix. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, let me run the local version of it so I can actually see the errors. npm run dev. I'm going to do run a local tunnel dash port 3000. If you ever want your local API or anything that's running to be available remotely, then you have to create a local tunnel for it. Because I'm using Convex in this project, and which is running in the cloud, so I have to give it a URL for the API that's not local. Okay, sometimes this happens when you try it for the first time. You should just try it again, and it should work. Please. Why is this happening? Normally it's very okay. Now it works. Just gonna copy this and use this URL. Just a second. I need to remove the other one. Okay. Now we would be able to see the logs when we try again. Where is it? Okay. Wait, what? Why isn't the API even? Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. So yeah, same thing happened. First time it did not work, and now it works. Why is that
Nice.
so, man? That
Yeah,
is
that's exactly what happened when I downloaded the Outfit app. So
that is weird. So the interface is literally the same, and I think it's perfectly fine for this app as well.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it looks really good.
just need to fix a few small things, and challenges is like this. You can enroll in a challenge. This needs to be fixed right now. I don't know why this
Mm.
all of these get locked. We need to make them not be locked. By the way, what do you think? Should all of them be doable at the same time, or we should make them unlock one day at a time?
I think
One
you could have a pool of
day at a time.
challenges that are available all the time, and then another set that is like day by day. I feel like I don't know because you get like maybe like achievements would be available all the time, but then challenges are like incremental day one, like log in every day and complete the challenge, right? I don't know
Mhm.
what you think.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So right now, this is we have separate challenges, and each challenge have it's like certain number of days, and for each task you get like 50 XP every day, and the entire challenge is like 500, stuff like that.
So does the XP rank you on a leaderboard or something?
Yeah, you get it in the leaderboard and the profile like this.
I've got a question. Like,
Sure,
how are you managing the user data?
it's
Um,
being stored in a database,
okay,
so that
I've
it's
never
all
worked with any databases before.
yeah. Like for the fish app and the coin app, like everything is stored locally, so we
Yeah,
don't really need a database. We're just storing it all on the phone. But for apps
okay,
like
cool.
this, where we want to store everything and we want to have a feature like this leaderboard and profile, then we obviously need, and obviously the user wants to keep all these things and the analysis and history. So yes, we needed a database. This is very similar to Outfit AI, but this is this face max, which I started making on the first day of the challenge. I just took that app and converted it into like face max for face analysis and all.
Yeah.
And yes, Ben did create an MVP, and he showed in the live stream. You can like go back and like go back a little to see what
Oh yeah,
happened.
people can go back. I forget about that. Huh. Interesting.
Okay, now let's come to start fixing the issues. I'm just gonna keep it basic, not too complex for now. Some issues I see is like the okay, review the challenges scored and tell me how is it working. Like explain me the flow of it because I created this project quite a few days back and now I've forgotten how it's working exactly. Give me a brief overview of it. And then also after you're done with that, tell me why is that all the days after day one of a challenge that I am enrolled in are locked. Even on the next day, it is like all of them are locked. And there is probably some mistake over there. And the progress bar within the challenge page is always empty, even if I've completed a day in the challenge. Bro, no, I wasn't asking for the flow for face analysis. I was asking for the challenges code, but anyways, database storage, gets record, formatted. If like in case you're interested how the face analysis is working, you can like read this.
Hmm.
Yes, you are reviewing the wrong code. Uh, okay. Go review the challenges related code, please. Challenges. This, and this, and this. A lot of stuff. When you have a proper backend, it just adds in so many extra things,
Yeah.
which also causes more mistakes by AI. That's why I did not use a database for my basic apps like the CoinSnap and Fish one because it was very unnecessary to find out the problems with it. And by the way, you are pretty good with ideas. So what do you think, or like how can this app be improved? What ideas, or maybe with the pricing, like you had ideas for Outfit AI or anything?
Uh, so I don't know if this is like feasible, but it's I personally, and I'm not every user,
Mm-hmm.
but if I was using your face scan app,
Yeah.
I would either be using it once because I'm curious what it would say about my face,
Mm-hmm.
using it to roast my friends, or using it to like get feedback about what I could change. So if
Yeah.
you could have a way to visualize what you could change on your face, to see like, oh, if I did this, then my face would look like this, and then I think that would engage at least me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care what my face looks like, but um, yeah, if it could be a tool to like try on different makeup for women at least, that could
Mm-hmm.
be interesting. Like, um, but like I don't really know how face beauty stuff works, really. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
this just doesn't really interest me. But um, some sort of way to like not just get, I guess like what is the value that um, you think that people would get out of something like this?
Um, People who are like really nerdy about this topic might want to like do things like these challenges and track it. Just like there are people who use habit trackers, workout trackers, and etc. because they are really into that particular thing, so they are okay with investing a little in it.
Oh,
So,
this,
yeah,
so this isn't like ranking necessarily your physical face. This is ranking like your selfies.
yeah, yeah, yes,
Okay, I completely misunderstood. I thought it was just like areyougly.ai, um, which is kind of
like
like
it's
I always
just
knew
doing.
that was. This is the so yeah. I think you should change the title, like selfie coach or something. I mean that one's kind of chintzy, but to to make it like oh this is a photography coach. Maybe is that what you're after?
I do have that idea as a separate app. Like it could help people be more photogenic. You know, a lot of people are interested in that. It would be pretty much the same app with a few changes here and there. But
Yeah,
like
I think
rather
that's
than
more
analyzing
useful.
their face, it would actually analyze how the picture is, the angle, the lighting, and all that.
Yeah,
That could help with people taking better photos and things like that. I have like a
because I
lot of
feel like so.
similar ideas. Yeah.
I was just gonna say these tasks are like front facing scan and record image. That's a selfie. Like that's easy to do. And then chin
Hmm.
tuck exercise. This is kind of like the selfie posturing type things, and then jawline massage.
Hmm.
Well, that's kind of weird, but okay. But with like I guess the day 5 one, like posture alignment, standing against the wall. That's like a full body photo. That's what I'm imagining. So I guess they get like more
For now,
difficult
it's just
and
a task. I'm not really scanning
yeah.
how they're doing it really basic.
Oh, this is just kind of like a workout plan.
Yeah, they're just taking it
Type.
when they are done with it. Thing.
Interesting. Interesting.
Keeping it simple for now.
I guess I think
So
there
okay, so,
should be some way to see like I'm gonna take a scan now, get a rating, be able to
mhm.
change something and improve my rating. I think that would make it engaging and useful for people if they can see that they're making progress. That makes it
Yeah,
valuable.
they could like analyze again and see what changed.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but offer them things that they could change. But I don't really know. Like you can't really change your face
Yeah,
famously unless you get like
that's the
plastic
thing.
surgery. So I don't really know.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The outfit one that's way more applicable because people can change their
Hmm.
outfits. Some people change their
Yeah.
outfits like 5 times a day. You know,
Mm.
so I think that one's a lot more just useful for users.
Yeah.
This one is it's interesting, and I probably
Hmm.
use it once or twice, or use it to make fun of
Yeah.
my friends. So
So
I'd
the
say like maybe
plan was to just like create templates, like just like before we talk, and what we're doing with the ID apps, identification apps, create a template and just create copies of it. There are so many use cases that you can do with it. Maybe maybe that are very different, like resume analyzer and
mhm.
things like that, and maybe like and but I heard there's an app, and I had that idea as well, a golf analyzer. Like it sees you playing the golf thing. What's it called? Golf
Yeah,
shot or whatever.
in it
It tells
your
you
throat.
how you could improve it. And I had that idea that you could do that for all sports, like for football. You record yourself and see how you could improve that shot,
Oh, shit.
and etc.
Oh, I just thought of another idea for an application.
Go ahead.
It's not related to images, but it's
Hmm.
sort of related to the golf swing anyways. Um,
Yeah.
so you know, like 11 Labs, and you can make a voice clone of
Yeah.
yourself from audio. Uh,
Hmm.
I was thinking maybe use that for language learning. So you can make a clone of your voice and hear the language you want to learn said in your voice. So you can, I feel like that would be really helpful for learning because you can
Yeah.
copy other people's voices, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
like to have like a clear, like audio of what it would
How you
sound like
would be
for
sounding
me
like.
to say that, that
Yeah.
would be like, that would turbocharge language learning maybe.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's cool. I did plan like maybe later on adding a language learning app. The only concern I have right now is it might require a lot of things to add. Like adding in all, like if you've tried Duolingo, you have to add all of those questions and like levels, that level one will get all these things, and level two this, etc. So I'm not sure if you could like automate the entire process very quickly for
I think
getting
for
all
accent
those.
training, that could be like a specific niche for people to
Yeah.
improve how they pronounce things, to
Hmm.
have that in their own voice. I think that would be huge.
Okay, so I tried accent training kind of thing with ChatGPT or Gemini maybe, but it's not really helpful at all. It cannot detect your accent. I've tried that with myself. So
Right.
there is an app that's earning crazy money as well, which actually can detect your accent. And it is an accent improving kind of app. I
Do
did
you know what?
try that app. That's
I have a hunch about this sort of thing. Like
Mhm.
Merlin Bird ID. I know you know that one.
No.
You bring it outside, let it record the sounds, and it'll tell you which birds are calling. It'll give you pictures of them, and it also gives you a
Like,
sonogram. So that's like a visual representation of the frequencies of sound that are being recorded. So the x-axis is time, and then there's a like a heat map of which frequencies are playing. So I think that like, I don't know, but I think that that app works by doing image analysis on the sonogram. So I think like an accent evaluation algorithm might use something like that instead of ChatGPT voice or Gemini, which are like made to be multimodal assistants and like
mhm.
conversational. They're not trained to even detect an accent. Like they don't have a
Yeah,
representation of that
100%.
necessarily.
Yes. So definitely there might be some options, some pre-trained models. I'm not sure what was that app using. That app was not 100% accurate, but very accurate in like detecting it and finding problems with it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if, yeah, I wonder if you could do other things with image analysis plus data that's not necessarily photos, but
Mm-hmm.
can be made into a photo, made into an image. I mean, because I feel like there's a lot of like the field of image analysis is pretty mature by now. So um, just like in math, it was like a huge innovation to represent functions on graphs. That didn't used to be a thing. Like graphing,
Mm-hmm.
nobody was graphing until like Descartes and those guys started like visualizing pairs of numbers with a line and like a Cartesian coordinates are named after me. So it's like if you can take other forms of data, turn it into an image and analyze that. That's what we do anyway. Human intelligence does a lot of that, like porting things to visual understanding. And then I don't know if that's making sense, but we have like really good visual intuition. So if you can turn any type of data into something visual, like visual thinking, is really helpful in general. But that's pretty abstract of a thing to think about. But like like
Yeah.
um like what in my app that I'm building right now, tracking tasks with a visual field of nodes that connect to other ones to see, oh, before I can do this goal, I have to uh, do these two, which the third is dependent on. And I can explain that to you through words, but it's really hard. But if I show you a
Mm.
picture of it, you can get it instantly.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. But if we wanted to visualize something like that, we would still have to like explain to it, right? Or what's going through your mind?
So I think so. The apps that you are making sort of turn images into language, right?
Yeah.
You give it
Mm-hmm.
a picture of your face, and then it says a bunch of things about your face and like what that means. But you do that in reverse, and you could do
Yeah.
it in loops too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Just like we use the image generator. Like for example, we can use this image generator for infographics. You might have seen some examples as well. To tell it a topic can be very complex as well. It turns it into a visualization and infographic, which makes it easier
Yes,
to like convey the message and understand. Yeah.
I've done some of that with GPT image, and it's good, but it
Mm-hmm.
also is not good enough yet.
Yes. The thing is
So,
with infographics, it could be very complex, can have so
yes,
many different things, which does get difficult for it.
just wondering.
Okay, give me a minute. I'll be back again. Come on. Come on.
Here, mute
Stuck.
myself. Torture whoever the two people watching. How many people watching? One person watching. I bet it's me. Oh yes, yes.
Okay, now I'm back. Going to eat my breakfast.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some pizza from upstairs.
Sure.
I have a toaster oven down here actually, so heat it up
Mm-hmm.
then. Oh, dude's gone.
Mhm.
Okay, your webcam is on, but I guess you're still good.
Yeah. Wow, how did he recognize you?
Um, I don't know. Probably because I was the only other one in the stream, maybe. No, I mean, whose username I've seen before, actually. Interesting.
Implement the properly.
Sorry, did you say something?
No, no. Just whisper flow.
Oh, he's talking to Whisperful. Oh, my bad. All right, I think I'm gonna dip from the stream. I want to work on my thing with V0, which I'm pretty excited for because I think that yeah, that was some valuable information from you because this tool looks pretty powerful. So
Mm-hmm.
I have some fun playing with it and maybe do some other things. But yeah, it's pretty fun to have a stream and have like two people talking. I
Yeah,
feel like that's, I don't know, nobody's
100%.
really
It's
watching
way
it, but
more
I was
fun for me.